Turns out if you just restart your device over and over and over and over again, eventually it works. Fun technology tips. So with that done, let's get back to the school. Tip? Sure. Sure, that's fine. I believe last time we were here, we got into a fight. And it does look like everybody is fairly damaged, so we're gonna need a little while for them to recover. Let's let that run for a bit. You guys can be in school. Gwendolyn's resting up. Good opportunity for us to build up our resource stockpiles a little bit. Make sure that things are all taken care of over here. We've got our gutberry farms up and running. We have our bitter rice plots up and running. We have phoenix flowers just laying around. We should probably get those put away eventually. Can I put chests in the codex room? Holy cow, I can. That rocks. Let me rotate you. We'll start building out even more storage. That is our research finishing, so we have grave thoughts now. And then I also need this midden jelly as a refining beast so that we can get Boris ready to graduate. And I also need to be working on these beds. Go ahead and disintegrate this. Start building something new. Gwendolyn, you should still be resting. I guess go dance for a while if you really want to, but I would much rather you be resting for a bit. Furniture, we can have like a modest grave. Hopefully we won't be needing one of those for a while. Go ahead and give me another plain bed. And then we only have 2 more beds. Although everybody is able to dance now, which is lovely. Boris, for your quests, you need to go 2 days in a row without ever craving recreation. How are we doing? Really well. Your recreation is good now, finally. It's only taken scheduling like 4 hours of it a day for me to be satisfied. But at least we're accomplishing this, I suppose. So yeah, we'll take a little bit of time to get our inventory squared away here. I want to make sure that we have ample storage for all the stuff that we're going to have later. I also think I might want to move a meal chest into the dining hall. Like right over here, maybe? I could even maybe get rid of a tiny chest. Something like you. 1 wood, 1 stone, 1 smoke stick. And then we don't have to be using this chest, which I think is the one we're keeping all of our meals in. Yeah. I would like to move that elsewhere. Resting, there's hauling going on, that's good news. We have a murky crystal very close to the base. I guess we might as well harvest that. You never know if we're gonna need more. Yeah, this table, it looks like it can seat 6 people, so we shouldn't need to expand it just yet. Can I also put chests in here? Oh, I can. That's beautiful. Yeah, let's do a little bit of storage and reorganization. Spellness fire ammo, we'll be healed up soon. Don't worry about that. As soon as Gwendolyn's done, we can get in there. Let's clean up. Good. Everything does seem like it's just running fine, which is good. What do you want to keep in these chests? I don't know. I'm gonna save those for a bit. We can probably have those be overflow. What I want to know is how much this chest can hold. Because I would like to have a chest for wands in the student summoner room. And we can only make, like, 6 kinds of wands. So if they can hold at least 6 things, then we'll just go ahead and put a small chest in there, otherwise we'll do a large chest. Delightful decomposition is done. Good. Now, do one of these things. A midden jelly. Where do I want you to go? Can I put you down here in the... There is space for you down here, but I'm worried about what happens if that gets reclaimed by fog. I could also put you down here. I could also put you up here. Yeah, I can't think of a better place for the midden jelly right now, so I'll just have you live down there. Water, building hot. This chest is done. Capacity 1 stack? Okay, actually these are horrible. Disintegrate. They only store one type of object. That's not nearly good enough for what we need to do. We'll do a chest here. This is going to be our meals chest. And then we'll have both of these chests hold ingredients, I guess. Come out there and grab your stuff. And start working on the next bed. Disintegrate this thing. And then everything that's left to do tonight is just hauling. Gwendolyn is almost healed. And let me move myself down a little bit here. That way you can see tasks up here as well as name. There's really not a good place to put myself. Unfortunately. If I put myself down here, you can't see the build menu. That's interesting. There's a bunch of filter tools for demolishing. That's good to know. If I put myself, like over here, you can't see inventory. No real good place for me to go. Alright. This is done. Thank you, Neville. Take settings from here, copy, here, paste. And then here. Clear everything. And let's get you to store these with priority. I didn't actually need you to look up for that, Gwendolyn, but I appreciate you coming to help. And then you are ingredients, right? Yeah, you're meal ingredients. Good. Rice Rabbit, Jumping Nut, Meat, Raw Candy. You can also hold Gutberry. You don't need to hold Gutberry. What else is meals, anyway? Meat, sweet and sour. I think it's just Gutberry that's in there. Gutberry should be an ingredient. It should not be a meal. So that'll be fine. Gwendolyn is fully healed. Incredible news. We're all very happy for you. And then this is my midden jelly. So what do? You can make sinew out of small carcass. You can make viscera out of small carcass. You can make ectoplasm out of small carcass and wormweed. Okay. Let's do that. Why don't you do this until we have... 20 sinew? Why don't you do this until we have... You'll get it one day. 20 viscera? Why don't you do this until you have 20 ectoplasm? And then I assume that's a task? Can I select who's allowed to interact with you? Only Boris is allowed to interact with you because Boris is the one who needs to complete his quest. Yeah, you need to pet a refining beast for an hour. So only Boris is allowed to talk to you. And then when Boris is done with his learning quest, then we can upgrade him to having anybody interact with it. Bed apart, get ready to build your next bed. We're so good on wood, and we are so good on wood. feels great to have ingredients. And then when this last bed is done, we'll go ahead and hire our last student to bring us up to 6 people at the academy. You guys go ahead. Good. Should also probably do a ritual today. Actually, the fog is already fully repelled, I think. There's not really a point. We're short on Gutberry to do superior repel fog, but we're growing Gutberry. We can also harvest some more of it. Maybe we can run that ritual later in the day. Should also maybe set up another Gutberry planter. What would that be? Outdoor, I guess? Yeah. Set up a third Gutberry planter. If it's going to be a component in rituals, we're going to need a ton of it all the time. Boris, how's your need for recreation doing? Good. We should have no problem completing that tomorrow. Our smoke pearl. Got our Gutberry. I do need you to come down here and pet this thing. You don't actually do the work until alright, fine. Origin room will respawn monsters soon? What? Oh shit, Fog Requeen's room in like a minute? I need somebody to come down and do this, please. Ward at 40%? Dark level 6%? What are you talking about? It's like it's about to go off. Can you come down and take care of this, Emma? Even though you're in pain and you have a chance to misfire, I just need somebody to come down and do this. That's really fast. Okay. I'm not sure why that didn't go off. I guess we're just too busy with other things, but I'm gonna leave that at 5. And you can come down here and ward it again at like 30. Just to make sure it doesn't go off. Gutberry. We should have enough for superior repel fog now. But I don't think we need to fire it off today, because we don't really need anything. Almost time for Boris to go pet the midden jelly. Also, shouldn't you be a bedroom now? Austere bedroom. Is that what you needed? No, he needs a dormitory, common room, or house commons. Alright, how do I get you to go from austere bedroom to dormitory? Room goal. Select goal. Bedrooms. Dormitory. 3 or more plain beds, fancy beds, or canopy beds. Must have 1 or more window. Select goal. Oh, it has to be interior. Oh, God. Okay. So it can't be adjacent to the outside on any side. Whoa. How far out can I build stuff? How wide is a spiral stair? Looks like it is 3 wide. So can I go floor, floor, floor? Floor? And then can I go wall? Yeah, but you're gonna need stone for it. Okay, we're gonna have to go get stone then. Where do we have stone? You have no stone on the surface. I think you have a ton in this dungeon that you found, though. You do, yeah. Mine all of this up, please. We need a lot of stone to make this thing into a bear. And then also, just because I think it'll look cool, we'll put a small arch support on the outside. So we'll have this go like outside to a spiral staircase. It'll come back up here. We'll have a second room up here. And then if we put a floor here, that should make this interior, and then we should be able to have that function as a dormitory. I think. We'll see. Also, that's our 6th bed. So I'm going to initiate with a... No, not a nature initiate. A dark initiate, please. And we'll have Emma do that. Emma, come and summon this next initiate for us. I know you're trying to rest. We'll let you finish resting soon, I promise. We just have important things for you to be working on right now. It's almost noon. Yeah, we need so much more stone. You take care of that. You guys are doing a great job at learning. You're doing a great job harvesting bitter rice. How much bitter rice do we actually have? 16? Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. So those 2 plots were keeping up. Is what I was concerned with. Boris is finally getting around to petting the midden jelly. He does not look pleased about it, but the midden jelly is fucking loving it. He's having a great time. And then here's our new student, Cassie. Cassie, what do you need with your life? Eat 10 gutberry? Sure, if you can find it, sure. Defeat 3 enemy parties with recommended mage level 2 or higher. That we can do that underground, that should be real easy. And then cast during 50 times, during class 50 times in intermediate, advanced, or skill-specific classroom with at least 6 staff or student present. Jesus. 6 staff or student present. We're going to have to expand this. You know what? You know what's going up here? 2nd bedroom. I'm going to 6 students. How many people can fit around a dang learning center? We need 5 students, and then we need 1 professor present. We're going to have to expand pretty significantly. That's crazy. Okay. Let's also add the rest of our wands, because we're doing okay on materials. We've got a fire wand queued up. All you cost is wood. A water wand is just wood and gutberry. That should be easy. An earth wand is wood and stone. That's going to be a pain. An air wand is wood, sinew, and stone. That's going to be a pain. Nature and dark we're doing. Lightning is wood and sinew. That we can do. We're also going to need to keep a lot of wood coming in because we're about to use 75. So let's set up a few cutting orders. And then with our next research, we should probably work on a way to grow trees. And how are you doing? You're almost healed. Boris has completed Creature Comforter. So anybody can now use this. We'll have students take care of it. Students do less around the school than true staff wizards do. So we will have that be a student task. And then for the time being, we'll have one of these chests just work as these. They're all wands only. So that is where we will keep our wands until we come up with a better solution. Eleni, why do you have a star? Because you're not done with your studies yet. Also, I know you're purposeless. Like, you're sad because you have learned everything you need to learn, but the problem is you're not ready to leave yet. You need to get in one more fight. Or rather, I want you to get in one more fight. We could graduate you now, but I would rather you just find one more thing to do. God, we need so much more wood. Take me to research. Where is the planter that I want? Second site, odd window, eyeball, chairs, medicine, no, alchemy, no, mail lantern, no, fire, no, lighting, entry, no. Here? Yes, sun shadow tree planter. We want this. Also comes with wormweed planter, but we are much more interested in being able to grow trees. We've made our fire wand and our water wand. You have Neville down here mining stone or anything? Neville, what are you up to? Oh, Neville's teaching. That's fine. And nobody is currently getting healed? Emma or Ilani, either of you can go rest, if it pleases you. Because Emma's busy researching instead. And Ilani's in class. Yeah. That's fine. We have a lot of garbage that we need to haul, by the way, after your classes are done. You're gonna have some rec time, some eating time, and then I need you to get to work. Also, as far as allowed meals for mages go, Cassie, unfortunately, I need you to eat only gutberry until you're done with your quest. You can be mad, but you're literally asking to have it happen. So my hands are kind of tied. And then after this rec break and eating break, the last two mages who need to go and get themselves healed up should go and wander over to the medical bed. There we go. Good job. You have quite a bit of healing to do. Emma's grabbing herself a wrap to eat. Gwen, why are you eating gutberries? Do I need to tell you to not do that? Like, you guys should be able to eat meals. We have meals for you. Conviction -10. Conviction -20. -10. -5. No convictions. Emma loves eating gutberries. Which is fine. But yeah, for the rest of you, just, like, find stuff that's good to eat. I'm okay with that. Here is all of the hauling that we wanted to get done. After mealtime ends, anyway. The initiates are about to start doing all of their cleanup, which will be very useful. Just having a ton of initiates around to do random healing, I think will also help us quite a bit. Random healing, random cleaning, it'll free up our actual staff to do important things like research and harvest and all of that other good stuff. Wands put away. We can shrink this lamp because we're going to have to put a door in here instead. You could even think about doing a roof here. Something like that. No, it's going to be something like this. Because it's gonna connect in at the top. There's your fog advancing. We'll deal with that tomorrow. That's a tomorrow problem. How much did you guys get put away today? Not very much, and it looks like you're heading to bed soon. Alani's still working on being healed. Yeah, there's a lot of junk out here that we need to get put away. Also, let's make sure we set you with the same harvest level. Harvest level should be 50. Hauling. We're down to just one student needing medical rest. Wailani should be done by the end of the night, and then Emma can get hers. And then we'll be ready to take on another battle in oh my god, this mining. This is exactly what we wanted to see. Get all of this done. Very good. Very, very good. Is that enough to put your door in? Yeah, takes you up to 27 stone. You can also do this small arch support. You want to spend that much stone on that, though? Because you do have other stuff you needed to spend stone on, like wands. Yeah, you should spend it on wands first. Quinn now likes scholarly sleeping. What the hell does that mean? Sleeping in a room with 8 or more scholarly luxury. Okay, that's not going to be happening for a while, my friend. Gwendolyn likes sleeping luxuriously, 15 or more total luxury. Okay, so we can make a scholarly luxurious... We can make a scholarly luxurious bedroom. And then both Gwendolyn and Quinn will like sleeping in that. The problem is that I'm going to give students the nice dorm first, and you're going to sleep in a shitty austere bedroom above it for a while, because I don't have quests that you need to complete. Speaking of... 25 total hours, oh lord. You're going to be here for another couple days. He's doing it nicely. Neville's going back down to Hall. He's installing the door. Quinn is up insanely early. Going to my note, like, sure, if you're not tired, you can just go to work. That's fine. Ailani is fully healed, getting around to doing some hauling. Cold snap chills. Ice flower spawns at higher rates, grows 4 times as fast, spawn less frequently, grow 5 times slower. Mages with water start with water waxes. And nature wanes. Okay, I do have 2 enemies from Stone Runes will show up in some above ground battles. I need an above ground battle. The problem is I need Ailani to participate in it, and Ailani's nature power is currently waning. But I think we may just end up tanking that. So you're gonna come up like this. You're gonna come up like this. You're gonna come across like this. Show me my 1 shrink. My 1 shrink is going to come in here to make sure this is lit. So that we don't have void shrooms spawn here. The soon as Emma wakes up, she should go on bed rest. Actually, maybe she needs to eat first. We'll see. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to school. Thank you for letting me know I have a lightning round. I'll go ahead and finish this up. Emma, why are you not resting? Medical rest. If you are hurt, you should rest. I'm just letting you know now. Laura's completed Dancing Machine Bronze. That's excellent news, because it means that you don't need this much reckoning. You can go back to having 4 square hours of class, and then you can go back to an extra hour of tasks at the end of the night. Staff also doesn't get to recreate very much. There you go. Dialani likes peaceful recreation. That's nice and all, but... Actually, maybe we do hire him. Because we should have enough Gnosis shards, right? We could, yeah. We could absolutely hire them. This is a schoolroom now. Good. Each of these is 4 high, so you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to be a roof. A tall building. That would be like a little wonky. Yeah. Yeah, okay. And then get a door in. That's going to be our student bedroom, which we will actually be able to turn into a dormitory. And then this, I think I may make into a larger medical room. We can have the roof connect here down to here. We could add in a second medical bed, which is just going to let people recover faster. You could pull this staircase up and have a door here as well. There's a bunch of stuff that we could do there. We'll figure out how we can get everything to fit together. Hey, this is the part of Mind Over Magic that's really interesting, is trying to figure out how to get all of your rooms to play nicely together and get them all to fit into this Tetris jumble of parts that you have set up. And then when you guys get a chance, I need just a little more wood, which I can get from this tree. And then I need you to run a ritual today. Primarily so that we can get access to even more trees. Just to cover us off until the actual tree planters are ready to go. This also going to need light. Here, and I'll put the door in now. No, save your wood. Save your wood. It is more important for you to run that ritual today. than to earmark where you want to go. Roof is coming along nicely. So we're also really protected from rain next time it rains, which is the other advantage of this setup. Emma is almost fully healed. It is very dark in here, but we're working on it. Those last bits of roof. This will turn it into a real room. Quinn is done being out of mana. Exceptional range on your casting, Gwendolyn. Well done. Boom. It's cool. Let's do ritual first. Just get me to 75 wood. And then we can worry about putting windows in. Emma is fully healed. Okay, all of our mages are back on their feet. That's great. I'm gonna give them like a day. And then we need Cassie to start getting into some battles here as well. We're progressing them towards graduation. These two trees are going to let us run a fog ritual. I like how this is coming along. I do think we can repurpose this room eventually into something else, once we make a little more space for bedrooms elsewhere. I would really like to have a nature mage on set, so hopefully we can find an above ground battle here soon. Emma, hop in here. Hello? Have I just, like, forgotten how to do this? Oh, that has to be a student slot. Okay, I see. Emma, Gwendolyn, you guys come and help. We'll have Ilani do this as well. No, Ilani doesn't need the XP. We'll cast this. Begin. Yeah. I don't think we've actually done Superior Repel Fog before, so we might get some new stuff out of this. And then after that ritual is done, Emma can go back to work at the Arcane Secretary, and we will unlock the ability to grow our own wood, which would be a massive boon for everybody involved. I have to finish picking up all of the wood that is required for this ritual. Good, good. And then has that counted it as being gone? Yes, because you're down to 44. Which means you can go ahead and put in windows. And then you're going to need an enormous amount of wood to build all these beds. Then after that, you're pretty much home free. And who knows, we'll maybe, like, find some wood out here. Alright, you guys do this. Ritual. This setup. Drive the fog away. Going to give Cassie some valuable experience in the Wizard of Arts. And if we find a combat site out here that looks doable, we're doing it 100%. Because it's going to allow us to graduate Ilani. And then we can just retain Boris on staff. Or we can promote Ilani, get an extra staff out of it. Either way. Who do I like? Prefers eating in a room with Boris? Yeah, you're gonna be sad. Because one of you's leaving. You're not both staying. I know it's bad news. Beautiful. Recommended mage level 6. Okay, that's not great. It's a much higher number than I wanted it to be. Where is it? It's out here. Malice crystal. This sort of smoke pearl, a relic, mana crystal, and Gnosis shards. 2 level 9 Strigoi. Resist air, weak earth, weak earth, weak earth. They all get shadow cloak though, which is kind of nice. I think maybe we can do this. Ailani needs to come. Gwendolyn Emma Quinn is also fine. Yeah. Let's do it. This is what allows us to promote Ailani to actual staff. Any Steam Summer Sale, Rex? Ruthless posted that he got Potioncraft. I think Potioncraft is great. What else have I played lately that's good? Balatro, obviously, if you get Balatro on sale, great game. Peglin, if you get Peglin on sale, great game. DLCs for stuff like City Skylines or Planet Zoo are always going to be good. What else have I played recently that's good? The problem is that, like, the game that I'm probably most excited about right now isn't out yet. So all I can think about is, like, man, Ball Pit is so good. Sorry, Ball X Pit is 437 health? Jesus Christ. Okay. That's scary. And you resist air. Which is what you do. So, you want to hit the lantern. This is actually, like, way worse than I thought it was going to be. Good dodge. Can't dodge them all. Counterattack, fireball. Let Quinn counterattack. Because they may try and hit him with earth. And then just smash the fuck up. Also, you have... I think I want to swap these. Because I want to get you out of this slot. And then you just hammer this Lantern Keeper. Good dodge. Bad dodge. But it's okay, you have a ton of health. Get this Lantern Keeper off the battlefield. These are insane dodges. It goes without saying. You need to prioritize hitting for double damage. And then why don't you Thorns this position as well? I think that's going to lead to a non-negligible amount of damage over time. Ailani, I need you to, like, dodge anything at all. Zombie at 5 stacks. Quinn is having a hard time as well. Smash you. I guess we Swirling Vines here because it'll kill the Lantern Keeper. I want to secure that kill. And then I need to recharge Quinn. Because lightning is not really going to do anything against these guys. Thank you for dodging, Ailani. Even, I'll take even one. Even one is okay. This one is weaker, so let's get it off the field. That sucks. Good. One down. 245 is a lot of health to punch through, but I think we've got it. Crit is definitely going to help. Smash is not going to help. Get some mana back. Recharge Quinn again to make sure that he's got the mana that he needs to do his job. And then just bring it in. This will be 120. Ilani can do the rest. Ilani can't do it. Alright, there we go. Tough, but it could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse. Now, I need you to haul these things immediately. Because the fog is going to reclaim them at the end of the day. So, move this mana crystal with priority 5. Used to build a mana lantern. That seems good. Staunch Knuckle Bones. Relic. Attune Power, Staunch Relic, Plinth Vivified. So what the hell does this do? What do these words mean? Attune Power, 75 max HP and 5 power. Okay. And then Relic Plinth. When displayed, enables Vivified Convocation at student somewhere. So I can use this to summon a Vivified student specifically. And then it also equips to that student. That's kind of neat. But then this also needs to get moved, like, insanely urgently. So bring this in. Priority 5. And definitely bring 20 smoke pearls in. At priority 5. Definitely bring 15 Gnosis shards in. And then what was the last thing you got out of it? Viscera? I don't think the Viscera matters that much. Because we can make it. It's only 6 Viscera. I think we can leave that. Learn about relics. Sure. Relics are powerful magical items. Mages can use them to become more powerful, or they could be displayed for powerful school-wide effects, sometimes found in underschool, but most commonly manifest from mages undergoing important rituals, such as hiring, retirement, graduation, promotion. Relics have affinities, which represent the kinds of magic they resonate best with. Your mages have relic slots that also have affinities. Mages can only attune to relics that match one of their relic slots. Power granted by displaying a relic also displays on the displayed relic's affinity. On a mage sheet, you can click on a relic, so let's see all the relics in that school that match the affinity. Use an attunement bench to attune to that relic. Once attuned, they gain a power based on the relic's legacy. It gains XP. Legacy grows more powerful as relic levels up. That's really cool. Relics can be displayed on a relic plinth in an archive to grant school-wide powers. If you have no use for them, you can turn them into Gnosis shards. Okay. I think I mostly understand. You guys are gonna do this, like, urgently, right? Neville? Neville's on it, but please. I need people to come out here and do this, because the fog is going to reclaim these items in, like, 2 hours. So if you could put a rush on this, I really want this relic to come inside. I think Boris and Cassie are going to be able to get it. If you have to leave the Gnosis shards behind, that's fine. But I really want 20 smoke pearls, and I really want these staunch pearls. What the hell is this? No, no, that's fine. You know what, it's fine. Common plant magical properties, money drop. I'm not gonna have time to grab all this stuff today, but we're gonna want to run a superior... Neville, you legend. Oh, okay. We're good. So, you rest up. Let's... How much wood do I have? 26? That's maybe enough. I really want a second medical bed. Also, rooms. Room type. School room? Is that full? Medical room. Nurse's office. Must be silent. Must have 2 or more medical beds. May not have any of these things. I think maybe we can... It is silent currently, which is good. I need to find a way to get a second medical bed into it, though. I think I can do that. It involves demolishing this roof and this wall. It involves shrinking these torches. This is going to be a Neville job because the day's pretty much over, so he's going to come over here with his floaty spooky powers and take care of this. And also it's going to be a very disruptive process for everyone. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. Take this whole wall down. Put this new wall in. And then we're going to have a roof that runs like this. And it's gonna look kind of like that. We'll move this medical bed over by one, and then we should be able to fit a second one in next to it. And that will fulfill the requirements for... Are you gonna be able to fit your second... Oh, this is gonna be... Well, no, it should be fine. Look of rooms... Silent, not adjacent to rec, workshop, ritual room, or classroom. It won't be. It's going to be adjacent to 2 bedrooms. And then 2 random empty rooms. That is hardy foliage done. So you can also now get... It's so much wood, dude. You're gonna have to come out here and cut all of these trees. These all need to go. Every tree must go. Get rid of it. You could also reach honeydrop bushes too. Can you reach anything else interesting over here? You can reach a crow at least. What do? You give eyeballs. In fact, there it is. It's a food crops. That's what I'm gonna leave you alone. Assigned bed unreachable? Oh, because you haven't destroyed that portion of the wall. Devil, can you get on that? Thank you. And then can you build this roof? Thank you. Now, you're not gonna like this. But this bed needs to move. Not a very long distance, but it needs to move. And then we need more iron for that. That's okay, we have iron in the basement. No, you only have 3 iron in the basement. You're gonna need to explore one of these caverns because you don't have any other way of getting iron right now. You actually can't make a second med bed. You only give stone. Yeah, you're gonna need to find another way to get iron. You could explore the spine again. It's only mage level 3, and you just cleared a mage level 6 boss fight. Alright, we're gonna do that. Let's go ahead and speed through this day. You can also promote Ilani after she's better. Boris is going to need to wait a little longer because he still hasn't slept in a dorm. But Ilani you can bring on to staff. Alright, bed is moved. Good. Take my shrunken lighting and put it here and here. We can do small windows here and here. A bit of extra lighting. We don't want void shrooms spawning in the hospital. That seems bad. And we'll just wait for everybody else to wake up. Good morning, mages. Today, you will be gathering wood. We must make sun shadow tree creatures. They are the most important thing that you could do with your people. This means we don't have to wander halfway across the map to rebuild our wood stockpiles. So how are you doing on your ice whatever? Lighting. So I'm taking a minute. 23 ice petals still? You should probably grab a little. How are you doing on smoke stick? Materials? Plant parts? Yeah. 20 smoke stick. You're down to 1 phoenix flower. You may want to grab a few more of those. The problem is they grow all the way out here, and none of them are actually ready yet, so you can't do anything about that. We'll just wait on that one then. This is Quinn now. Ailani has gone somewhere else apparently. And this is now a dormitory. So when Boris sleeps tonight... Yeah, he's already gotten 2 hours. Lovely stuff. Keep it up. Quinn took an absolute beating in that fight, though. He's going to be in there for a while. Ailani, let's go ahead and hire you. I know you're not fully healed yet, but having an extra staff on hand would be very useful. So Ailani hired, manifest a level 8 relic. It requires 25 Gnosis shards. We have 51. Current pop cap of nature mages is fine. Yep. Bring her on. Give me an extra staff, please. Croa migration season has begun. What does it mean? Croa nests intermittently spawn near crops. Okay. That actually seems good, because we can just kill Croa that come to visit. Spectral Rift has appeared. Where? Here. Okay. Let's get Ailani on board, and then we're gonna have to go and fight that, even though we're not fully healed. Recommended mage level 2. Is that what you needed? Yes, so we want to bring Cassie along with that. This is probably going to be Emma, Gwendolyn, because they're full health, and then Boris, Cassie. Even though, like, none of them had any health whatsoever. Actually, you know what? Ailani's almost healthy again. We'll bring Ailani to kind of hold down the front line. Line's just really getting put through the ringer here. But these are the times that forge a powerful mage. It's a 2-hour ritual. Jesus God. Neville, good. More trees. So much garbage out here that we need to collect. Left. Welcome, Ailani. Ailani's overgrown goose. What does this do? +5 conviction for 4 hours after a nature task. Okay, Ailani's going to be doing a lot of nature tasks. If we put it on a plinth, mage's nature work spells have a 10% chance to do +3 nature per cast. That rocks. That's a cool relic. I don't think we can use it yet because we don't know what an attunement bench is. but it's neat. And then I'm going to immediately throw you into battle. Quinn, you will be staying home. We'll be bringing Ailani for this instead, and then we'll also be bringing Cassie. Cassie only has 89 health. You should probably be backline, and then Gwendolyn can be frontline with 172. It's not quite vivified levels of health, but it's not bad. And then weak to earth, weak to water, weak to earth, weak to nature. We're not going to be doing a lot on that front, but hopefully you're not like that strong. Alright, let's go get this taken care of, and then we can focus on some good rest for it. This is 2 battles back to back. They're going to need a break after this. We have a lot of random tasks around the school that need to get done, so. We could also hire... No, we need more beds first. But we could think about hiring some more students now that we've got 4 staff. Right, which of you is resistant to lightning? The 2 at the front. Okay, well, at least we can hit one at the back. You only have 90 and you're weak to grass. You will be going first. 96 damage? Hang on, what? Attacks an enemy 20% of max HP. Okay, so it just does a ton of damage to you. I see. Adds Shadow Cloak, 33% dodge. I mean, 96 does just kill one of these things outright, and then you can go and heal. Which one acts first? They both act at the same time. Alright, you can go then. Dia. Fireball. This one, because the Torch Snuffer resists it. Soak some attacks. 3 damage. Who actually cares? That's nothing. 8 damage? It doesn't matter. Mild corrosion. Tunnel vision. You can only cast direct damage spells. That's fine. Watch this. Idiot. 1 down. 2 down. Now we just have to deal with this Torch Snuffer. In your backline, you can heal weapons. This is not going to kill because you resist. Oh, no, as a crit. It does kill. Sure. Alright, well, that's easy enough. So, Cassie needs to go and rest. But that is your first of 3 battles done. You're working on your Gutberry, and then what was your last? Oh, you need to be in a giant classroom of students, that's right. So we need to start hiring. And in order to start hiring, we need more beds. But in order to get more beds, we need more wood. And in order to get more wood, we need to build our planters. So the next couple of things that happen need to happen in a very specific way. We need to, before anything else, build our Sun Shadow Tree planters. That must happen. Then after that, we can build beds. Then after that, we can hire a student. Or, like, 3. I'm gonna go nuts on student hiring. We can also build the last 2 homes that we're missing because we got a bit of extra stuff. Alright, so you... Oh, these are big ones. Give me 1 here. Get this wormweed out of the way, get this gutberry out of the way. We're probably going to want about 4 of these. And then we'll just move Neville's grave around a little bit. Neville, your grave can go here. It can be in the middle of where all of these tree planters are. You'll be pleased with that, I hope. You have enough for a second one? Get that down. Emma now likes impressive classrooms. When learning or teaching in a room with 8 or more impressive luxury. I don't have any luxury right now, is the thing. I guess we should probably start working. Wound getting healed. Boris getting ready to graduate. Once you're 2 out of 25 is done, we're good to go. Maybe we should get the attunement bench while we're thinking about it. Rectangular, air wand. Yeah, let's get basic relics in here. Because attuning some of our mages to the relics that we're getting, now that we're about to ramp up on the amount of relic generation we're going to do by graduating all of these students, I think is going to pay us dividends in the long run. So we'll have Emma get to work on that. Elani's teaching. Gwendolyn and Neville are out here doing their harvesting, and then Quinn is just focused on resting. Seems good to me. This is filthy, and somebody probably needs to come and haul this. But we'll get to that at the end of classes for the day, I bet. These planters take a while to make. There's the first one up. Use a harvest limit. Current amount, or inventory amount, 200. I want wood all the time. I want constant wood. I want to worry about having to see a doctor. Because of the concerning amount of wood that I have. Level learn, casting like air level. Oh yeah, I didn't check your secondary skills. Your Dark 3, Lightning 2, Air 2? Hey, those are 2 useful skills. Air is hauling and building. Lightning is researching. It would be nice if we had a second researcher besides Emma and we don't have a Dark Mage on staff. I could see a world where we hire Cassie. I would also, just look at how slow Neville is at this, right? Like, an Air 2 wizard would be really useful, as would just a straight-up Air 3 wizard. We could think about doing that as well. And then, do we have enough wood for another Sun Shadow? No, not yet. You guys are having a great time. Boris, can I have you, you're going to listen to Enchantathon? Alright, never mind. I guess you're just coming out for a quick wander. Wait for staff to eat. Harvesting out here. We should have a ton of gutberries. Yeah, up to 22. That's great. That means that wormweed pot times 48 actually is quite a bit. Wait, did this change? This is different now. It doesn't take wood anymore. It doesn't take wood and gutberry. It takes wormweed, pod, and viscera. Does it change every time I run it? That would be interesting. The bigger problem is that we don't have 25 viscera. So we're going to need to come over here and bump all of these up to 30 to make sure that I have enough to run those. Wormweed pods were fine. This stuff grows all over the place. The only drawback is it takes forever to, like, harvest. And then the honey drop. Honey drop. You need to hurry and bring this home, because the fog is about to claim it. Priority 5. And then the seed. Bring this home so that we can grow it. Priority 5. Just grab it before the fog gets to it. Nevo? Nevo? Alright, Cassie's gonna do it. Better, like, haul ass though, Cassie. That fog is coming soon. I think you're gonna... No, please. Oh my god. We're gonna lose the damn seed. Alright. Not quite enough. It's okay. We'll harvest it another time. We'll run that ritual again, and then we'll harvest it next time we see it. At least we got a small sample of it in. And Boris is finally cleaning up this disgusting kitchen. Good. Not a perfect day, but a good day. And then we almost have our attunement bench ready. I have absolutely no clue where an attunement bench is going to fit in this labyrinth right now. Maybe we could find room for it somewhere in the underschool. I don't know. I'm feeling constrained. Like I don't have enough rooms to do what I want to do. Also, there's so much garbage outside. I think I need to have a day of just not telling them to do anything so that we can put some of these things away. That is now Cassie healing. 55 of 89 should not take that long. Ilani is fine and Quinn is fine. So it's just Cassie now that needs the healing. Those taken down. There's a new sun shadow tree where I wanted to put one of these planters. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for that to grow. Chop it. And then we'll put a planter there. I know I could remove it, but I'm not in like a huge rush. We can just chop it when it's fully grown. And put a new planter there in its place. I might even want 8 of these. Maybe we duplicate it on the other side. We'll see. We'll think about it. Anyway, everybody's in bed, so we'll advance time for a little bit here. Quinn's sleep schedule is completely screwed up. I don't even know when he's tired anymore. Wait, restless? Oh, that's from his... It persisted through his battle. I see. Okay. Interesting. Blood done. I get a water mage on staff too to refill this bed. Quinn is level 6. Good. Everybody's asleep. Good. It's a nice little school. 217 blood. I love that. That means we can probably get to work on more beds. Yeah, you can get to work on more beds. I know you said you wanted to finish all of the planter boxes first, but I lied. Also, they're only 14 a pop. They're not even that expensive. And this lets us hire more students, which is good. done. We have so many people who still need to get healed. Cassie is at least done. We want to run the ritual today? Oh, it's back. Gutberry 9, wood 75. It's much more manageable. I wonder if it's... You know what? Maybe it changes based on how far out the fog is. Because the fog came back in, and now it's a different recipe. I wonder if it just if it changes ingredients based on the distance that the fog is from the school right now. If that's the case, we're not going to be able to fire off that 40 wormweed recipe all that often, because that is a lot of wormweed. You guys having a nice time being silent? Of course, is 7 of 25 hours in a dormitory. When he hits 25, we will be able to graduate him. Our first bed for bedroom is done. Wait, what's the difference? Bedroom is private and silent. 7 luxury? Where did you get this luxury from? From the roof? Oh, roofs give luxury. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is going to be... Let's start assigning this, right? This is going to be faculty. So students are not allowed. These will be our faculty beds. Basic relics done. Great. Where do we put... You can't even make an attunement bench. You need iron. We need to wait for students to heal, and then we're going to have to go back into the underschool. You are staff only. And then queue up the next 3 as well. Oh, these need to move 1 back. That's so annoying. I built them 1 too far up. Alright, well, do that. And who still needs to rest? Or are we good? Actually, we're good. Everybody's set. Rain incoming is okay. Everything that's important is covered with a roof. This is going to get dripped on a little bit, but that's fine. Because I don't think it'll actually do damage. And then I need bed here. You need to move to here. Do you remember the access rules that I gave you? You do. Oh, I think it can only be a bedroom. Private, silent. Only 1 point of entry. Not adjacent to rec rooms. Because when I put that 3rd bed down, it stopped being a bedroom. Yeah, okay, so there's some limitation on the total number of beds that can be in it as well. Anyway, that's staff bed. And then this is also going to be staff bed. And then these 2 beds, guess what? Also staff beds. And then we'll disallow staff from all of these, and that will be student beds. 6. These smokeweed are probably going to need to go as well to fit our other tree planters in that we want. As are you, as are you. And you may also need to go as well. And you. Make a 3rd bitter rice plot because we are going to be increasing the number of people who are in the school. Cassie is fully trained. Cassie has only eaten 6 gut berries and has never been a group learner. We're going to need to hire a lot of students to get group learner to power. How are we doing on stock? 22. I would like to have more than that, but I guess you're working on this Gnosis vein right now instead. There is a lot of stone in these rocks. We just have to get them first. one more of these beds, and then we can fully change the way that these work. Quinn's tired, he's out of mana. Low stamina. Alright, give me a third bitter rice crop. Make sure that we are growing enough food. Rain is falling, that's fine. Everything is roofed. It does mean items outside are going to decay, though. How much do you care about that? A bit, but not a lot. We probably should have moved things inside more actively, but I don't think there's anything outside that's critical. No students. Students. That said, after this finishes, I'm going to stop giving people orders, and I want them to just haul stuff. Actually, let's do this. Haul. Everybody hauls all the time. And when it stops raining, I'll just turn that back. Just find stuff outside and bring it inside. Doesn't matter what it is, just grab as much as you can and bring it in. I want it all put away. You guys are sad because nobody's teaching you right now. It's fine. I wish that I could add, like, an emergency, like, do this right now to the priority list, because they're scheduled for class right now. And I want to be able to give them a command that's like, instead of class, just go home. But as far as I know, I don't think I can do that. And I don't really feel like micromanaging it either. I'll just have them stand there. Well, the adults get things done. Also, this cold snap lasts forever, man. Do I also have space to get sun shadow tree planters in over here now? I do. Floors are not damaged by water, so we're fine. Yeah, just get all this stuff inside. If it dies, it dies. But we'll at least get a bunch of it put away. And then when you're done with that, we may go explore the spine to get a little bit more iron and stone. That'll let me build the last 2 wands that I want to make, and it will also let me build a second med bed so that we can heal people up even faster. Because not only is it going to be a second medical bed for people to use, but it's also going to turn this into a nurse's office. All it needs is 1 more medical bed, and then we'll increase the amount of healing that happens in it, even further, beyond just having 2 beds. So that extra iron is really going to pay dividends for us. Let's get this last little bit of wood in. Sun Shadow not destroyed? Doesn't matter, we can get them so easily. What I don't want to be destroyed is that wood. Wood, somewhat valuable. Just a little bit more to haul here. And then we can go back to business as usual. God, there's even more out there. But it looks like people are on the way now. And then just that stack, and I'll feel a lot better. Good. Evel's got that bit of wood. About to grab this bit of wood, and it's not raining anymore. So we can go back to normal priority on these. And then where are you guys at in the schedule right now? You're about to start your tasks for the night. Instead of starting your tasks for the night, let's go explore the spine. Ailani is fine up front. Cassie needs to come with. You are weak to everything. You're weak to nature, you're weak to air, you're weak to dark. You're weak to earth, you're weak to earth, you're weak to everything. I think it only makes sense to bring Quinn as Earth Mage. And then Cassie should be able to spend a little bit of health to spike down these Lantern Keepers in the back. And I guess Emma's just coming along for moral support. We could bring Boris as well. For a second dose of nature. Because lightning isn't going to do much here. And I think Boris's nature is likely to just shred them. So yeah, we'll bring double students in the back, and we'll bring double faculty in the front. And then this will get us the iron that we need to set up our second amendment. Meanwhile, everyone who's left behind can continue working on getting this stuff built up top. Bitter rice plots running, get even more of our sun shadow planters running. Let's go. Attacks all enemies. It comes so close to killing both of these Belchers, it's gonna leave them with 8. But God, and 99 is gonna overkill them like crazy. I'm gonna wait on the tentacle sweep until I can hit the Lantern Keepers in the back. So just give me a shadow cloak on Quinn for now. Thanks for nothing. Give me a swirling vine here to bring one of the Lantern Keepers to the front. Smash the Lantern Keeper. Nice thorns to targeted position for 2 rounds. Sure. You will take extra damage from those thorns, I think. Good dodge. Now I can tentacle sweep you and you just explode. That sucks. We can then swirling back here. And then we can miasma this other Lantern Keeper when your turn is up. I can't swirling find somebody in the back. I can't hit him at all. Because my ass was just going to kill you straight, or tentacle sweep is just going to kill you straight up. And this should be exactly lethal. There you go. Fairly easy. There's the iron that we need. Let's go get that started, because we do have 3 of you that need rest. Phoenix flowers too. You're gonna get eaten by the fog. That's not good. We need to run a ritual tonight. Simple repel fog. Begin ritual. We need to push it out the same distance that it currently is, just so that I can grab some of this Phoenix juice. Yoink, yoink, and yoink. That's going to be a Neville job, since the day is pretty much over. Let's push that fog back a bit. Fog comes in. Very soon, fog goes back out. parentheses, you can't explain that. There's the board getting set up. Neville working on some building. Out of ingredients. Out of ingredients for carcass stew. Not enough carcass. Alright. We'll just go hunt some of the numerous rats that are laying around outside then. Bug retreats. Come back here. Harvest these. Should only take 2 of those, hopefully. We only need 5 more flowers, so as long as they give us like 2 and 3, we're in good shape. That's 2. Good start. Now if you could give 3. Quinn, I know you're not great at harvesting, but he tries his best, I guess. I should probably fiddle with priorities to get them to do the stuff that they're actually good at. It's too son. Freaking. Oh, but then you already finished it. Okay, we should be good. Build medbed. Medbed number 2. Everybody asleep? Alright, good time to fiddle with priorities then. Emma, what are you good at? You are Lightning 3, Earth 2, Nature 2. So Lightning 3, you will like doing Augury, you'll like doing Research. I guess you'll also like doing Charge, or rather you're good at doing Charge. And then Nature 2, Earth 2, Wand, Harvest, Tend, Chop. Also, I think all of you should probably just teach all the time. If you ever have the opportunity to teach, do so. And then your Lightning 3 skills are what you'll do at high efficiency. And your level 2 skills are what you'll do at, like... Your level 3 is what you'll do at, like, really high. And then your level 2s are what you'll do at sort of high. Gwendolyn's fire, so you want to cook, destroy, hunt. And then you can charge, assemble, paint, augury, haul, and research at 1. Actually, don't haul. That's a student job. You can construct, mine, carve, repair, ward, paint, assemble. Ilani is wand, harvest, tend, chop, destroy, hunt, assemble, cook, paint. And then students are elevated priority for haul. New student defaults, new initiate defaults, hauling there. That should make things just move a little more smoothly around the school. It means they'll be prioritizing their tasks more effectively. And then also, when you wake up tomorrow, we can add a couple more students into this mix as well. Maybe like 2 more. We have that 3rd bitter rice plot up. That should carry things along pretty quickly. This is now a nurse's office. We can have a 2nd student resting. I wouldn't mind getting a water student in here because they could refill the beds a little faster. They could clean a little more effectively. And in fact, maybe you should have students prioritize. No, because then they're going to prioritize it over hauling. Yeah, just leave it how it is. Or you could have them haul at 2. And then do other student tasks that they're good at 1, like that. Yeah, try that. First load of sun shadow trees is coming in. I love that. Let's summon some new initiates. Emma, could you please summon me a water student? Tree is 52. This tree is 76. all of these will need to get harvested to make room for more tree planters. So we'll get that taken care of today at some point. And then we have a lot of stone available, even if it doesn't look like it. So nature, dark, fire, water, lightning. Fire, water, we need earth and air. So earth wand, do until you have one. Air wand, do until you have one. So we'll have one of every wand inside. Both of you are going to rest, which is great. And this should be very fast, now that it's a good room for it. Runaways have appeared from the fog. Some runaway gifted initiates are wandering in from the fog. Really? Can you tell me more about them? Where are they? It just so happens we're in the market for students. Demetria. A water initiate. This is exactly what we wanted. You want to land the killing blow on 3 enemies during battles with recommended mage level 2 or higher as a water mage? Do you even do damage? Yes. You do have damaging skills. That's nice. You want to have very high conviction. I can take care of that. You want to deal double damage to an enemy via terrain or weakness. Okay, so you want to be a battle mage, basically, is what you're saying. Let's also get your priorities set up. You can't do anything, so you will just haul. You are a hauling bot. No, wait, Dimitri is the one you summoned. Where is this? Where did this happen? Do I have to like take action on it? I want to see the runaways. A gifted mage has arrived. Okay, there we go. Got 2 more of them. Jesus Christ. Alright, Franco, gifted vivified initiate. 2 days in a row without ever getting craving recreation. Defeat 2 enemy parties with mage level 2. Charge a mana lantern 10 times. I don't think I have a mana lantern. I'm gonna have to make one for you. And then what does gifted mean? Has an additional relic slot. Okay, so you can just use 1 more relic. And Edward. Eat in a mess hall, common room, or house commons. Dance for 6 hours. Dance in any rec room with at least 6 students or staff present. So I need to make this a rec room, and I need to make this a dining room. How do we go about doing that? Exactly 1 dining table, 10 or greater total luxury, and must be skewed. 1 outer wall at least 3 blocks taller than the other. Or a mess hall. Interior, 2 or more dining tables. That seems a lot easier. So we just bring this wall down and we extend out the floor. Construction, floor. Come out here. Wall. Come up like this. Door. And spiral stair. Is how that works. This we will need to move to here. And then we need to give you a second table. Like that. Okay, so we only wanted to get 1 more student, and we now have 3 more students. But this is critical mass for getting Cassie to have group learning. Although this needs to be in an intermediate classroom. How the hell do I make an intermediate classroom? Classrooms. Intermediate. Must have 1 or more learning stone, 1 or more bookshelf. I can do that. I think I know what a bookshelf is. Furniture? Luxury? Bookshelf. I need wood. I can get wood. We have wood outside. Alright, so I give you one bookshelf, you turn into an intermediate classroom. And then that also means that you will learn more effectively while you're in there. I could just get anybody to chop down one tree. Ilani, that should be your job. Oh, you're resting. Son of a... Just when I needed you. Well, you're almost healed. Skill level learned. Yeah. Man, that's a crazy event. It's a good thing I was ready for them. We're also going to need to adjust how much recreation they want to do, because we have at least one mage in there who wants to never crave recreation ever in their lives, which means they need to spend like all of their waking hours clustered around the gramophone. Or the enchantophone, sorry. Ilani's done. Get to work harvesting trees, please. Oh, you're gonna make wands first. That's fine. That's okay. You'll get around to it in a little bit, I believe. Just get this construction going. We can also outdoor. You have none wood. You have 0 wood right now. Good lord. Demand for wood is just insatiable. As soon as you finish crafting those wands, you'll get to work on that thing. But I think I would rather keep people focused on what they're actually good at to move through their tasks faster, rather than have, like, you know, Neville go out and chop trees down even though he's bad at it. And then I also need to make a mana crystal. Do I know how to do that? Construction, furniture, ritual sigil, wool pile. No, you're gonna have to research it. Air wand 2? Oh, you can make better wands. Okay. Lightning wand 2. That's not what I want right now, though. Make some kitchen, add some light. Better light. Mana lantern. Yes. I would like this, please. One of my students wants to be able to work with them. Also kill this rat too. I'm not sure how to describe my selection. Schoolroom. It's gonna need lighting though. Which you can't make because you're out of wood. Awful dark. Also, we gotta go get ready for Guild Wars here very soon. So we may play this a bit more later tonight. It really depends on when reset is done. We have contractors coming over at 8 tomorrow, so I can't stay up and stream super late. But if we tag down at like 11, we could get another 2 hours of Mind Over Magical. Boris and Cassie now like each other. You going for the tree? No, you're going for the gut fairy. I would like you to go for the tree. Can I interest you in going for the tree? Planting berries. No interest in going for the tree. Is that because for your priorities? Tend is after harvest. Alright, we're going for the trees. Good. Good, good, good. Let's get those taken care of. First thing we want to make with it is the bookshelf. If a glow shroom grows in here, fine. Is 28 wood sufficient? Yes, but half of it immediately went into the door. Fair enough. You can also chop this tree. Why are you hauling right now? You have... Oh, because you're getting ready to make a wand. That's why. That's why. It's because you want to craft a wand. What's up, Ocean? How's it going? Speaking of you, Ocean, specifically, we gotta save and go get ready for Guild Wars. So, we will maybe return to this, depending on how long reset goes. But we gotta go pop over to reset now. Exit me. Creator dashboard. Stream manager. You can load Guild Wars while you do this. Edit stream info.